Session3 here, and welcome back to another video. What we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about our good old friend Elemental Hero Stratos. We're going to talk about why is Stratos banned. Well, not particularly that exactly. Sort of. Basically, so let's talk about how the fact in OCG land we have him at 2. What do we have him here? We have him none. I'm kind of sad about that. You know, Stratos is a cool dude, really fun at parties. You know, it's a good guy. It's a good guy. But Shadow Mist, obviously, is at 1 in Japan. And, well, that makes sense. During time of the Hero Strike strategy deck, Shadow Mist was going mental. She was pretty powerful with the fact she could just get a mash change and create Dark Claw, which was the best, and just go ham. Right? Well, here's the thing. Stratos was also still at 1 at the time. So it was allowing for searchability for Shadow Mist, to searchability as well as Shadow Mist having searchability. It was insane. Then, what you have to also think about was, we didn't have Stratos when Shadow Mist was at 3 for us. Well, I mean, Shadow Mist is still at 3, but we didn't have Stratos before the, because it got hit before the Hero Structure Strike. So, the question is why is Stratos at 2? Over there. Why is it 0 here? I've got a theory, and here's what it is. So, what it is at the moment is, if you've actually kind of noticed about just the way the game is, we've actually kind of always included masked heroes into our builds. Now, I've looked at a lot of the OCG lists of the past, and with Super Poly and all that stuff, there was a lot more of a focus on Elemental Hero than rather masked hero. Like, and this is before Hero Strike. And then if you noticed, when after the Shadow Mist happened, if heroes were to ever appear anywhere, it was more they had Elemental Hero aspects to it more than the masked hero engines, you know what I mean? But that was obviously because Shadow Mist got hit. Well, the thing is about it is they put, just Shadow Mist was so, and you know, such a prominent card to make the card to make the deck work, they put it to 1. Stratos could kind of go up the ladder again back to 1, where it was at 1 always, and then went up to 2, because it was. And also you have to remember we have so many cards that can negate it. We've got Ash Blossom, we've got Effect Failure, being just the name of 2. I mean, yeah, you can do loads of things. Probably by now, there's plenty. You can Breakthrough Skillet. You can. That one with the Cyber Dragon on it, which is like a breakthrough skill, Infinite Imperitance, I think? Yeah, I think it's Infinite Imperitance. But yeah, you can do loads to just stop Stratos. The game has evolved to a point where I wouldn't be too surprised to see in Japan if it actually went up to 3. Because the card's just gotten to that point where it's great, it's a good card, but is it going to be needed? No. Stratos promotes Elemental Hero. It promotes, by the way, actually in my opinion, not just Elemental Hero, but original Elemental Hero. Because equal 3, great. Reinforcement in the army at 1, fine. It's 4 search cards. With Stratos at 2, that's 6 search cards that are just a straight up normal summon. And search, adding card to hand. Shadow Mist's problem is Shadow Mist has to get to the graveyard for its search. Which, at the same time, has its own advantages. It can avoid a lot of stuff. But at the same time, I'd rather just have it a normal summon search. Boom. Get card I want. That's just me personally. And I do think Stratos does promote more the Elemental Hero fusing with polymerization than it does with Masked Hero. But if you've actually looked at over here, Stratos isn't needed. We've got 3 Shadow Mists, that's fine. And everyone who does play Hero does focus on the Masked Hero, and we've kind of gotten to a point where I don't actually see people playing Fusion Heroes anymore. I'm probably one of the few that do play with polymerization heroes. Not saying I'm the only one, because I know a couple others, of course. But I'm one of the few, and it's a shame to see. Because it's a wonderful archetype, personally, fusion hero. Just fusing Avion and Burst Electrics to create Flame Wingman, or if you like me, who just a bit of an old reference that I used to say whenever I would duel, me and a guy I knew basically, actually you would have seen him actually, Chris. I used to duel him a lot actually back then, and there was one thing I always would say, and I'd be in anime mode, right? Because we do it like anime style all the time, and I go, Gerard, I play polymerization, and then the next part I always said this. I go, now here's a question for you. What happens if you create fire and water? And he's obviously going to reply with steam, and he's like, well, steam. You're wrong. It creates Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, which is ice. He would just give me that raised eyebrow. What? It's just like, I would just respond with, yeah, I didn't do too well at all in like anything. I'm just not entirely sure how elements work. That was just a little bit of a joke, and that was something fun. But Stratos, up to me, I found really encouraged polymerization heroes because it added searchability a lot easier. Shadow Mist being so much more harder to do in general. Is having to play things like Foolish World, things like that, just to send it to the graveyard to really just get the search effect is so inconvenient that you basically go to yourself, why are you not just playing Masked Hero instead, because of the way Shadow Mist works? Well, that's unfortunate. So the punch out in the video to think about, because I know I've just kind of rambled on and there's not really a point in a sense. The point I'm trying to get at is, can Stratos come back to 1 or even 2 over here? Yes. Would Shadow Mist have to get hit? That I'm unsure. And that's where I want your opinion. Because if Shadow Mist came to 1 here, does Shadow Mist need to get a hit? Well, yeah, I imagine that it would, because Shadow Mist instigates mass changing. It makes the deck what it is. Would it go to 1? God knows. Would it go to 2? Maybe. I would say it would probably, the way we do things here, I bet it would get a semi-limit. And then it would go limited if they wanted to. But I don't think Stratos will ever come back here, only because of one reason. The Konami know their community to some extent. Like, in terms, I doubt I know they don't go watching YouTube videos. If they did, that'd be interesting. And they see my video just to spite me. They just like put unbanned Stratos. I'm like, seriously, man, you just spiting me now? I mean, thank you for Stratos, but spite me, really? You know, it's just why? But seriously though, to think on it, is Shadow Mist? We're as a community, we're so used to Master now. It's become the norm of Elemental Hero. If I type in Elemental Hero deck profile, I get Master Hero. That's because that's the way things are. If I look for a Japanese list between Elemental Hero and Master Hero, for one, I feel sorry for them because Shadow Mist is just lack thereof. But I can see a difference. One will say Master Hero and one will say Elemental Hero. And I'm kind of sad on that, because in the sense that, well, they've got their difference, we don't, and I don't know if Stratos could ever come back because of the way we are, and the way that Masked Hero is just now the norm. But yeah, like I said, this is more of a discussion video, just discussing my thoughts on it. I think Stratos could come back due to the current time zone, but I don't think he will, due to the fact that Shadow Mist is now what we consider the norm. It's a fine, perfectly functional card, but unfortunately my problem with Shadow Mist is that its graveyard effect is just too hard. It's like this. If you want to play Ab-Zero or The Shining or anything but Escaridal, or even just a Vision Hero, I mean, let's take out the Vision Hero because that's obvious. If you want to use it in a fusion summon, it's like if I want to search for Honestness, let's say Flame Wingman was game, right? And let's say I had Avian and Burstinatrix in hand, but a Shadow Mist. Now, I can go poly into Flame Wingman, but the problem is I need Honest Neos. If I haven't got a way to search Honest Neos, Shadow Mist is the only way that I can do that. Then I know for a fact I have to poly with, let's say, Avian and Shadow Mist to create Tornado. Right? Again, I get the Honestness, great, but I'm missing out what could be potentially the game. Obviously, my strategy personally would be, if I can afford the life points, summon Shadow Mist, kill Shadow Mist into the monster, get Honestness, attack with Flame Wingman, drop Honestness, game. That'd be my strategy personally, but yeah, I'm a bit weird when it comes to that. But yeah, anyway, discussion, that's all it really is a bit of a discussion in my opinion. Like I say, I don't think it can come back, or no, I think it can, but I don't think it will due to the fact that we just use Masked Hero now as the norm. I think Konami somewhat are aware of this. I don't think they start looking at YouTube videos, but I think they're somewhat aware that people are comfortable here with just accepting Stratos being gone. And as much as there are the internet jokes saying, yeah, free him and all that, we're just going to have to accept that that's what it is. And it's a shame. Stratos, we will always miss you. I think Stratos didn't deserve to get hit. I understood why it did. Didn't think it didn't deserve it, but time moves on. We have new hero stuff that we've always gotten, and now Neospatian stuff is on the way, which obviously excites me greatly to play and see what happens. I'm excited to see what they do. Do you think I should do a card review kind of thing on Neospatians? If you want, let me know. That'd be great. Obviously, when I'm talking card review, obviously we only have Contact Gate at the moment, but I can do a card review series. So every time they do a new Neospatian card, I can post my opinions. Let me know if you would like that, and I would happily do that. So anyway, hey guys for watching. I've rambled on long enough, I'm sure, as I always do, and I shall see you all in the next video another time. Bye guys.